name's Ronnie Isaiah. I'm your anchor.
I'm David.
This is David Kilimnick, our commentator. David, Israel Defense Forces website, it's the IDF blog, has listed the command manual for Hamas, something that they captured from Hamas during the operation.
And I think it's great that finally Israel is using the Hamas manual to fight Hamas and using the Hamas skills and technique that they found and kind of stealing their war tactics.
We're showing the handbook right now on screen. As the audience can see, it's all in Arabic. Understand that you've done some research and are ready to translate that for us, or parts of it.
I think in cursive English it says,
got some of it translated. The Hamas Urban Warfare Manual exposes two truths. One, the terror group knows full well that the IDF will do what it can to limit civilian casualties. And two, the terror group exploits these efforts by using civilians as human shields against advancing IDF forces.
Great plan, great plan. It's a tactic and a strategy. You can see if you do read cursive English, you can see a third aspect to the pamphlet is to cease not firing when there's a ceasefire. You can also see throwing children in the way. There are other plans to extort shawarma from the Israelis, to call it Turkish. Just other plans. You can also see that plan number 4, the UN, to take as much money from the UN as you can, Ron, and to call yourself Displaced. It says Displaced over there in Gaza. Displaced.
Well, the manual does go on to explain that the presence of civilians are pockets of resistance. They call their civilians pockets of resistance that cause 3 major problems for advancing troops. 1, problems with opening fire. 2, problems in controlling the civilian population during operations and afterward. And 3, assurance of supplying medical care to civilians who need it.
Well, if you've ever seen the clothing on the citizens of Gaza, you will notice that their pockets are not very strong, made with a very, very soft cloth, kind of like the old Shermans in America, which would also be Lily over here. Soft, yet not very strong. Thus causing, I don't know if you've noticed, Ron, many bullets to fall through the holes, not being able to carry much food as you would like to if you were living in Gaza. It just caused a lot of problems. I think the real issue, the real matzav, is that the pockets placed in clothing in Gaza is just too weak for the people.
We're showing now up on the screen a map of the different rocket-fired, rocket launcher, terrorist houses, tunnels, hideouts, combat posts, and weapon caches. What can you tell us, David, about the map?
It's a new game of Risk that they have recently been creating. They do not just work with the colors now, but they've decided to work with different shapes.
Very interesting. Thank you for that commentary. And that's the Israeli Defense Force, the analysis and the news due to the new discovery, which was from the manual that the IDF had found. It was the Hamas combat manual that explains for the Hamas benefits of using human shields.
Many people, Ron, have been asking, what do the yellow triangles and red circles have to do with the manual? Red is a color that does kind of bolate would be the word in Hebrew. It stands out when it's around a yellow color. Thus, the red and the yellow are used on the map to show where points of significance for the new game of what would be Risk. are strategically placed. You'll notice that they're placed around on the outside, on the perimeter.
Back with Jerusalem News TV.
I'm David Kilimnick.
Back with some more news right after this.
That's where we're going to be explaining more for you, our people. Have a How to Show day.